Children, let us continue the chapter gravitation. Now let us discuss about the mass and weight and the differences between mass and weight. Now let us consider mass. Then what is mass? Mass is a measure of how much matter there is in an object. The total amount of matter contained in an object is called its mass. Then what is the SI unit of mass? SI unit of mass is kilogram. In short, it is kg. And also you know that mass of a body does not change from time to time. It remains constant. It does not change from place to place. The mass of a body cannot be zero. We have learnt in the previous chapter that the mass of an object is the measure of its inertia. We have also learnt that greater the mass, the greater is the inertia. It remains the same whether the object is on the earth, the moon, or even in outer space. Thus the mass of an object is constant and does not change from place to place. Now you write what is mass. So you write the total amount of matter, the total amount of matter contained in an object, contained in an object is called its mass, So what is mass? The total amount of matter contained in an object is called its mass. And also you can say that the mass of an object is a measure of the object's inertial property. So you write the mass of an object is a measure of the object's inertial property. Measure of the object's inertial property. Then what is the SI unit of mass? SI unit of mass is kilogram. And also you know that the mass of the object is the measure of its inertia. So you write the mass of an object is the measure of its inertia. Its inertia. Here you know that the total amount of matter contained in an object is called its mass. The mass of an object is a measure of the object's inertial property. So the mass of an object is the measure of its inertia. And also you know that more the mass, more will be the inertia. So we have learned that greater the mass, greater is the inertia. So you write greater the mass, greater the inertia. Greater the mass, greater the inertia. And it remains same whether the object is on the earth, on the moon, or even in the outer space. Then also you write SI unit of mass. What is the SI unit of mass? SI unit of mass is kilogram. What is the SI unit of mass? SI unit of mass is kilogram. It is abbreviated as kg. In short, you can say it is kg. And also you know that the mass of a body cannot be zero. Now let us take some examples of mass in our everyday objects. So take mass of examples you take. Examples: mass of a sheet of paper. Mass of a sheet of paper. Paper 0.0045 kg. Then mass of book or mass of pencil you take. Mass of a pencil. Mass of a pencil 0.0085 kg. And also you know the mass of the earth. What is the mass of the earth? Mass of the earth equals, what is the mass of the earth? Mass of the earth is 6 into 10 to the power of 24 kg. Then you write the mass of the earth, that is mass of the earth equals 6 into 10 to the power of 24 kg. Then what is the mass of the moon? Mass of the moon equals, mass of the moon. Mass of the moon equals 7.4 into 10 to the power of 22 kg. See here, this is 10 to the power of 24. This is 10 to the power of 22. So which one is having more mass? Earth is having more mass than the moon. Which is greater here? 6 into 10 to the power of 24 is greater than 7.4 into 10 to the power of 22. Here the power of 10 is 22. Here the power of 10 is 24. So it is how much time more? Near about 100 times more it is. So these are some examples of mass. Now let us come to the word weight. So then what is weight? The weight of an object is a measure of the force exerted on the object by gravity, or the force needed to support it. The pull of gravity on the earth gives an object a downward acceleration of about 9.8 meter per second square. So here you can say that the earth attracts every object with a certain force, and this force depends on the mass of the object and the acceleration due to gravity. The weight of an object is the force with which it is attracted towards the earth if it is on the earth. And also you know that force is the product of mass and acceleration. And here if you take the acceleration due to gravity is g, instead of a you can take g, as it is the acceleration due to gravity. The force of attraction of the earth on a object is known as the weight of the object, and it is denoted by W. So you write what is the weight, the force of attraction of the earth on an object is known as the weight of the object that is on the earth. In general you can say that the weight of an object is a measure of the force exerted on the object by gravity. So you write the weight of an object is weight of an object is a measure of the force exerted on the object by gravity, or the force needed to support it. So you write that the weight of an object is a measure of the force exerted on the object by gravity. The pull of gravity on the earth gives an object downward and gives the weight to the object. So on the earth, it is the product of mass and acceleration due to gravity on the earth. On the moon, it is mass into acceleration due to gravity on the moon. So the mass of the object depends upon the acceleration due to gravity on the surface. That is, if it is on the earth, the weight depends upon the acceleration due to gravity of the earth. If the object is on the moon, then it is the mass and the acceleration due to gravity on the moon. So you write, we know that F equals ma. F equals ma. Force equals mass into acceleration. Then if you take g in the place of a, you know that a is the acceleration and g is the acceleration due to gravity. So you take, that is, F equals mg. F equals mg. The force of attraction of the earth on an object is known as the weight of the object. Here F is the force on the object exerted by the earth. Here F is the force of attraction of the earth on an object and it is termed as weight of the object. So you take F equals W. That is because you write, because the force of attraction of the earth on an object is known as weight, and it is denoted as W. Therefore you got F equals W. Therefore F and weight are same here, though in the place of F you write W. Therefore you write, W is equals to m into g. W is equals to m into g, as the weight of an object is the force with which it is attracted towards the earth. Then what is the SI unit of the weight? That is same as that of force, that is Newton. And the weight is a force acting on an object vertically downwards. It has both magnitude and direction. It is a vector quantity. So you write about the weight. Weight of an object is force with it is attracted towards the earth. The SI unit of weight is the same as that of force. So you take SI unit of weight is same as that of force, that is Newton. N. What is the symbol of Newton? N. It is, the weight is a force acting vertically downwards. So it is, weight is always in the downward direction. Weight is a force acting vertically downwards. And force is a vector quantity, as it is having both magnitude and direction. Weight is a vector quantity because it has both direction and magnitude. It has both direction and magnitude. So the SI unit of weight is same as that of the force, that is Newton, and it is a force acting vertically downward, and it is a vector quantity as it has both direction and magnitude. So weight of an object is equals W, that is equals to M into G, and here you write the value of G in terms of M and M and R of the earth and the object. Now you take here that equals W is equals to, you write M into, you know that this G is G into M by R square, because you know that because G equals G into M by R square. Here M is the mass of the earth and G is the gravitational constant and R is the radius of the earth. So W is equals to, you will get, it is G into M by R square. Then here you know that the G depends upon the mass of the earth and W depends upon the mass of the object and also mass of the earth. Means here the weight is equals to the gravitational constant into mass of the earth into mass of the object whole divided by radius of the earth. So here you write here M equals mass of the earth and R is the radius of the earth and small letter m is the mass of the object. And you can clear here that the weight of an object depends upon the surface on it the object is there. Here the object is there on the earth means we have to take the mass of the earth and then the mass of the object, then the radius of the earth. And here you know that it depends upon the gravity. Gravity is nothing but G into M into R square. And gravitational force is not constant on all the surfaces. It changes from place to place and it changes from one planet to another planet. So here you can clear that the weight of the object will change at same planet other than the earth because it depends upon the mass. As the mass of the object changes, the weight of the object also changes. On the same surface, the gravitational constant, we know that the value of G is constant at a given place. At a given place, the weight of the object depends upon the mass. At a given place, the weight of the object depends upon the mass. Therefore, at a given place, the weight of an object is directly proportional to the mass. That is mass of the object. At a given place, the weight of an object is directly proportional to the mass of the object. So you can say that is W is proportional to M. So you take at a given place, G is constant. G is constant. Therefore, at a given place, weight of an object is depending upon the mass. Weight of an object depends on its mass. As the mass changes, weight also changes. That is, you write, at a given place, the weight of an object is directly proportional to the mass. Directly proportional to the mass. Directly proportional to the mass of what? Mass of an object. Mass of an object. Directly proportional to the mass of an object. That is, if you consider m is the mass, then W is proportional to m. W is proportional to m. That is, at a given place, you can use the weight of an object as a measure of its mass. Therefore, at a given place, we can use the weight of an object as a measure of its mass. Weight of an object as a measure of its mass. Because the weight changes according to the change in mass. As the mass changes, weight also changes. Therefore, you can say that at a given place, the weight of an object as a measure of its mass. The mass of an object remains same everywhere. That is, on the earth, on any planet, whereas its weight depends on its location. And one thing that you have to keep in our mind, that the weight of the object changes as the gravity changes. Acceleration due to gravity changes. The mass of an object remains same everywhere. It does not change from place to place. As the mass of the object remains same everywhere, the weight of an object depends upon its location. As the location changes, the value of gravity also changes. Acceleration due to gravity depends upon the place of the object. So here on the earth, it changes from place to place. You know that at the equator it is least, and at the poles it is maximum, and the average value of the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 ms to the power of -2. Mass of the object will not change from place to place. The mass of an object remains the same everywhere. That is, on the earth and on any planet, the weight of the objects depends on its location. You know that as the acceleration due to gravity changes, weight of the object also changes. The same object which is having a particular mass can have the different weight in different planets. We know that acceleration due to gravity on the earth is 9.8 ms to the power of -2. How much it is? 9.8 ms to the power of minus 2. But is it not exactly 9.8 ms to the power of minus 2 at each place of the earth? It is not 9.8. It changes from place to place. You know that at the pole it is maximum and at the equator it is minimum. As you move from equator to pole, it goes on increases. At the same time, weight of the same object also increases from equator to pole. So you know that the mass of an object remains the same everywhere, but the weight of the object depends upon its location. The same object shows different weight in different place, and you know that similarly acceleration due to gravity or the gravitational force on the moon is less than the gravitational force on the earth. So the same object weighs less in the moon. Same object weighs less in the moon. So you write that the mass of the object is mass of the object remains same everywhere on the earth. Weight of the planet, weight of the object depends on its location. As the value of g increases from equator to pole, weight of the objects also increases from equator to pole, because you know that at the pole the acceleration due to gravity is maximum. Gravitational force is maximum at the pole and it is minimum at the equator. So as you move from equator to pole, as g increases, the weight of the object also goes on increases.